Hi, Dr. Heather here from Wellspring Chiropractic Lifestyle Center. Today we're talking about neck pain and things you can do to help to minimize that. And this is all about stretches that you can do that are important to keep the spine healthy and the neck healthy. And oftentimes what we find is that the normal curve in the neck, it should be a forward curve if you were looking in that direction. And that forward curve, the way it works is the muscles are on the back of the neck. And so just like a rubber band that works well like a bow and arrow, here's a bow and here's the string of the bow. And this is going to work best when there's a curve in the bow. And if there's a curve in the neck, the muscles are designed to work best that way. But if there is a loss of the curve, what's going to happen to the effectiveness of a bow if you've lost that curve? It doesn't work as well. And the same thing is those muscles on the neck are now going to get very stressed and put a lot of pressure on the back of the head as well as on the shoulders. We'll find it affecting both ends of that, neck and shoulders. So what can you do about that? Here are some neck exercises that work really well. The first one is you want to sit on one of your hands, and then you're going to turn your head 45 degrees away from that hand, and then you're going to take your free hand and you're going to tip your head off to the side. And then you're going to turn just a gentle pressure, then you're going to turn your head 45 degrees the other way and then tip your head off to the side there, just a gentle pressure. Then you can sit on your other hand, switch hands, turning the head 45 degrees and doing a gentle tug, and then changing that direction to the other side 45 degrees, a gentle tug. So that's a good range of motion exercise. You can also go through the traditional cardinal planes of motion, meaning forward head flexion and arching back, tipping the head from side to side and turning it from side to side. If you add resistance to that, you'll get an even better effect. So when you're tipping your head forward, you can put pressure, go as far as you can, and then put pressure against your head as you're tilting forward, and hold that strong for about 20 seconds, as strongly as you can. When you release, you can go a little bit further. The same thing with putting your head back, pushing back as hard as you can and with resistance with your hand. And then when you release, you can go a little further, turning your head from side to side. So turning to the side, putting the hand next to your head, pushing against it and holding it strongly. And then when you release, you'll find you have a bit more motion there. And then, of course, tipping the head from side to side is another way to do that. And then there's one other exercise, which is standing against the wall. So many people have anterior head carriage, meaning their heads are going forward in front of their shoulders. So the exercise of that is to stand against the wall and just push your head back into the wall, and that will develop more strength in those posterior muscles. There's another exercise called the wall angel, where again you're standing against the wall and your hands are going to go up beside your head, and then you're going to slide them up into the air, keeping your hands and your arms against the wall as you do it. So going up and going down, and again keeping the head, back of the head against the wall, the shoulders and the bottom, and even your feet, everything against the wall, and including your elbows and your hands all against the wall as you're doing this. There's one other piece to add to this one, which is putting your head back against the wall and then looking up, sliding your head up, keeping the head against the wall, and then sliding your head down, tucking your chin into your chest, but keeping that head right against the wall, and then just going back and forth, up and down. If you can do these things 5 times a day, it will help to reconcile the amount of time that we spend on devices that can take us out of that proper posture. So I hope that you found this helpful. If you're struggling with neck pain or someone you know is, then we do have a new patient special you may be interested in. If you just click on the link below, you can find out more about it.